Yo, order for baby bia will be a yama or quaba edeba a senior papa TV. Video ya ye baby a Black Rasta, a radio broadcaster, or then a drink at the aba issue beer and send me back and once efa a pizza man. O jaily a year and the workers in Yenua, or say, or maybe a year chicken wings, any a year gallons of oils. Cooking oils. Oma emrano any omudili a jelly omu a 5 years. 5 years. Na me babe kan wansem say saa niema we ade a egu nnwuma bebre ama nnwuma bebre entimi nkoso enne obi wo sika na obi adwuma mpo a na wo dwene ho say ni sika wo de wura adwuma mu no at the end of the day no onipa bi ba be wura adwuma nim na or the just a day no wa bi wi sika na okọ Abeiku Santana so ebe kire na adwen kire se ade a pizza man eyeye no entwa yi me ba ebe kan se saa niema wo nyina no enya ade a eboa because se yanka ho asem a na me yaka se ne bebiri ka se adwuma anim nyina ne se enne bebiri esika eso omudi bi adwuma no enne omudi eye eniema foforo they are using the money to do other things like real estate and into farming because they know that when they establish their business that somebody will come or an employee will come and just one day he will just steal some money and collapse the business. So I'm a businessman's baby intimi and for musika enra enyuma. Na eno ena Black Rasta aba chere na adwen say ebe ya despite media they should monitor Abeiku Santana or set CCTV camera around the premises wherever Abeiku Santana will be within the despite premises because Abeiku that he knew way back no I want to know a struggle no Abeiku for him to come out and say such a thing on radio he suspects something. Eti menche epese yeko ni ekotie eye sansem we efri eye Black Rasta ono so a side of the story can say unsubscribe ya misre bomodi asa obe subscribe no wa like na wa comment na wa share say be ya video ni ade tuma on sabe kan afoforo so sabe kan bi.
Now, my brother, my sister, I am in a very, 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 very precarious position. One, Abeiku Santana is a brother I love. Two, Abeiku Santana is a radio broadcaster just like me. We share the same space in the broadcasting world. Me and him have almost the same story. Moving from one part of Ghana and finding ourselves right here in the capital and going through the hustles and bustles of the big city and changing the rhetoric. My brother, my sister. So when I'm talking about a man like this, I have to be extremely very, 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 very careful. You know why? It's because we come from very, very far. And also because of the achievements of people like this. Now, Abeiku Santana has been on radio for some time now. When he came into the big city, there were the big guys who were running the whole place. And he came all the way from Kumasi. When he came in, he was able to change the narrative at this time. He introduced a lot of new things on radio in the capital. And today, when you talk about some of the biggest voices on radio, you will never end without saying that Abeiku Santana was and probably still one of those. He's a man who's been able to achieve a lot for him outside radio. He's been able to achieve a lot for himself, my brother, my sister, also in the political world. So, when people like this speak, in fact, the speech carries a lot of weight. Or else, I would have brushed this thing away. You see, Abeiku Santana, with all love and respect, I don't know what pushed Abeiku into saying this thing. But whatever it is, I do not want to believe that it is attention seeking. In other words, This rhetoric is attention seeking. Because Abeiku Santana is not a man who should be going that line. But if it is out of ignorance or some other such thing, then here I am with my delivery. Now, if I were despite, I would start getting very, very shocked and frightened at Abeiku Santana. And at the same time, I will start putting CCTV wherever Abeiku Santana is around despite. Because this is glorifying theft. 2 members of Pizaman worked for this company. There is no evidence that they were ever denied any salary. There was no evidence that they were ever maltreated. Now, within a period of 2 years, they gradually stole up to 20 cartons of chicken wings. They stole a lot of gallons of oil. 2 workers. My brother, this is what we've been talking about. People have no respect for the employer anymore. Yet they are the same people who walk around crying that there is unemployment. Now, Ghanaians are so good with stealing. I do not know what makes Ghanaians so much of thieves. Right from the presidency, every time, all the way down to the common man, we hear about thievery, stealing, night and day. It looks like every time in this country, we do not have a democracy. What we have is a kleptocracy, a government of thieves. My brother, my sister, I need to repeat it. It looks like in this country, we are very, very far away from democracy. We are so close to kleptocracy. In fact, and gerontocracy. Yes, a government of all men and women